Hello students, a very warm welcome to JEE English by Unacademy, India's leading and largest JEE test preparation platform. And today we are going to get started with, of course, PYQs. We are on the session number 2. I hope you have completed yesterday's session as well. Even though we haven't intensively started discussing PYQs yesterday, but we have discussed a very important concept or a very important problem around your Kepler's law. So that is one of that model problems or one of that concepts that could be probably be asked in your JEE Mains or JEE Advanced. And today we will be getting started with some JEE Advanced problem, which is going to be one of the most important sessions for building your basics, because we are not having any DPPs. Instead, we are discussing PYQs this way. This will be useful for both 2021 and 2022 aspirants, and both of you can attend this and it will be a fruitful session. Gravitation as such would be having a very small PYQ session compared to your electrostatics or current electricity. So don't worry about it. But anyway, I'll try to bring up if any other kind of model problem that I come across for 2022 and 2021 aspirants. But make sure you complete earlier session as well. We had a very important discussion even around your gravitons. So yes, do not forget to share this video with your friends on your social media, because it's a free of cost initiative by Unacademy where you get high quality full length content for free of cost. So do share it on your social media like Telegram channels, WhatsApp groups, and like your Facebook, etc. And this is going to definitely be helpful, and someone definitely who's looking for free lectures will get access to good quality content. And that being said, students, I'm Muralidharan Krishnan. I completed my MS in electrical engineering from one of the top ranking American university. I'm also an IITian who completed BTech from IIT Guwahati, and I have 4+ years of experience preparing students for IIT JEE and other competitive exams. And I have filed 25 patent applications on state-of-the-art technology in India, US and Canada. And I have a track record of winning several national level science and tech competitions as well. And students, if you are looking for a complete package for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, it's going to be an Unacademy subscription in a day. Why do we say that? Because we have the best educators across the nation. In fact, we have authors like DC Pandit, DC Gupta sir on Unacademy subscription platform, and you can attend daily live interactive classes with the best educators across the nation on a very interactive platform with live polls and leaderboards. That way your learning would become super fun, and you don't have to think that it's going to be a boring experience. We make it really interesting for you. And not only that, students, we will be also giving out lots and lots of national level test series set by the best educators across the nation. And that way you will be having a high quality papers, and you'll be competing with a really good national level crowd, based on which you'll be getting analysis using which you can improvise upon your performance, understand your current position and how do you work around it, etc. And of course, that being said, we also provide one of the most important components of Unacademy subscription, that is live doubt clearing sessions. So the thing is, like, if you have any doubts in mind, you can get them cleared on time, because we'll be providing dedicated doubt clearing session in a structured manner. In fact, every session is going to have live doubt clearing session. Every course is going to have live doubt clearing session as its 4th class. And not only that, you'll also get access to lots of quizzes and mega quizzes with every course and every program. It's going to be a super structured, systematic program. You don't have to worry about the planning. We take care of the planning on our end. And not only that, it's only one subscription, unlimited access. As you know, we do not restrict you by batches, etc. on Unacademy subscription platform. And how do you avail an Academy subscription? Definitely do download an Academy learning app, because this is going to be a major part of attending classes from anywhere. If not, you can do it from web-based version. So do log in, click on that left-hand top corner extension bar, select plus, select IIT JEE as your goal, and hit on this get subscription button, post which you will be redirected to the payment page. And as you know, it's going to be reasonable, but which package you should be going for. So let's say you are a 2021 aspirant now, and you do not have any plans for drop. You may want to go for a 6-month subscription, which is going to cost you how much? Like just 25,000. I mean, like near about 25,250. And students who are right now in 12th class and planning to prepare for one more year, that is like you're planning to take a drop, Or let's say you are 11th class student and you have prepared really well for the last year, you're confident that you can get it over in 1 year. Just go for a 1-year subscription that is going to cost you less than 35,000. That's going to be like 34,650 for the whole year. And 2023 aspirants, and even for everyone, this is something that I wanted to say, like, we have started recent batches just in the month of January, like, first week of January, mid of Jan. Really like important classes conducted by the best coaching institute, best educators. And we also started something for 2023 aspirants. Of course, as you got it, this is for 2023 aspirants. 2023 aspirants may want to go for a 2-year subscription because it's a 2-year long journey. And we have recently even launched a batch by vibrant educators, Bansal class educators for 2022 aspirants, and some of the best batches for 2021 aspirants as well by some of the best team of Unacademy subscription, platform. And coming to 2-year subscription, it's of course going to be the most reasonable one. How much is that going to cost you? It's all going to cost you near about 25,000 a year. That's like less than 70 rupees a day, 50,400 for 2 years. So this is about plus subscription. We have something beyond plus subscription known as iconic subscription. On iconic subscription, you not only get access to all the features of plus, but along with that, you will be getting access to one-on-one mentoring session, personal coaching from IITians and NITians. So we have a lot of IIT and NIT educators, like alumni as our educators, who will be thoroughly guiding you throughout this process. You can avail personal advisors from them, one-on-one mentoring session from them. You can get the strategy sessions from them on iconic subscription. So you will be able to avail personal advice depending upon your preparation level, etc. on iconic subscription. That is right now possible on Unacademy. So that is a beautiful thing about our iconic subscription. Not only that, think about it, IITians and NITians who have previously gone through this journey knows the up and down of this journey. They will be also guiding you with the motivation session, and of course they must be knowing the do's and the don'ts since they have gone through the journey, and they will be guiding you with all these strategies necessary for your preparation and for your exam. And even coming to the pricing, it's going to be reasonable. It's going to be less than 35,000 for a 6-month subscription, and for a 1-year subscription it's going to cost you 58,500 only, and for 2-year subscription it's going to cost you 90,000. That's like less than 45,000, like near about 45,000. Yeah, exactly 45,000 a year. And of course, if you don't see this pricing on your subscription, purchases or your subscription pricing, just to apply Murli Live code, because you will be able to get the best discount on your subscription purchase. So make sure you apply MURALILIVE code so that you avail maximum discount, be it on 6 months, 12 months or 24 month plus or iconic subscription, so that you can get, of course, as I told you, maximum discount. Not only that, you can unlock many features on Unacademy learning app, etc. using Murli Live code. I'll get to that at the end of this class, and you can in fact enroll for Unacademy Combat using Murli Live code. And that being said, we have recently launched something known as combo subscription. What is this combo subscription? So this is a combination of your IIT JEE and CBSE board preparation in one place at a very economical price. So now you can attend your classes from anywhere for both your CBSE board preparation and IIT JEE preparation with the best educators on Unacademy. That is possible now, and it's going to cost you less than 90 rupees a day for 2-year subscription and less than 120 rupees a day for 1-year subscription. So definitely do check out this thing. This is also a very reasonable package compared to availing this subscription individually. And make sure you apply Murli Live code. Of course, as you know, this is going to be a complete package if you're a CBSE student. As such, our IIT JEE subscription is also a full-fledged package for your JEE preparation. Alright students, let's get into this topic. Do not forget to apply Murli Live code while purchasing in combo subscription, because you don't want to miss out the discounts to apply Murli Live code. And yes, we discussed this concept yesterday. If you remember what is going to be the speed at perihelion and aphelion, do definitely go through this. We have discussed what is going to be the speed at perihelion, what is going to be the speed at aphelion, and then we took the ratio. This could be one of the kind of questions that you can expect in your exam. And then we started with something, and of course one other important thing is in this PYQ sessions, please do take note of the techniques that we are making use in this session. And as I told you yesterday, we deduce this entire thing using a very simple thing. I'll come to this question. What does this question say? There is a planet of mass m and there are two natural satellites of mass m1 and m2. So you are going to ignore the interaction between the mass m1 and m2 satellites or the satellites, and basically you are going to assume it's only the interaction between the satellites and the planet, and based on which there is some attractive forces and there is a centrifugal force because of which the satellites are revolving. And now the thing is, like, they are orbiting a different radius, okay, r1 and r2, which are in the ratio of 1/4. r1 is to r2 is going to be 1/4, and given to you some like parameters have been defined. v1, l1, k1 and t1 denotes the orbital speed, angular momentum, and kinetic energy and time period of revolution of the satellites. Okay, so and similarly v2, l2 and k2 is of that of satellite 2. Now given a table, okay, now in such table based questions there is definitely a trick. Okay, there are two methods that I would discuss with you in any of these sessions. I typically talk about this. So one of the things that you may want to notice is what is that kind of term or one single thing that you need to work on so that you get the answer. It's a single correct one. I know it's a JEE advanced problem, so there can be even a multiple correct questions, but this is a single correct one. So now notice that this is v1 by v2 and L1 by L2, K1 by K2 and T1 by T2. So see, the first thing that you want to notice is which is going to be that unique option. Okay, if you notice over here, this is P corresponds to 4, so V1 by V2, velocity of 1 divided by velocity of 2. Then you get P corresponds to 2, P corresponds to 2, P corresponds to 3. Okay, now in this case, if we are just able to deduce the value of v1 is to v2, probably you have arrived to the answer in terms of not your concept revision or your practice problem, but in terms of your exam. Okay, we'll get into the detailed solution. That's not at all a problem. So we know r1 by r2 is given to us as 1/4. So that's the reason, students, it's a very simple problem, just to take a note of this. And velocity is proportional to, it's basically under root gm by r or rho, if you remember. We discussed this point. So under root of rho, so that means v1 by v2 is going to be how much? Under root of r2 by r1. Okay, not r1 by r2 but r2 by r1. That is going to be how much in this case? Inverse of 1/4. Okay, root 4, it's 2 basically. Okay, that's it. We will get into detailed solution, don't worry. Just for now, just try to understand this point. Everything will be discussed, don't worry about it. But do remember, it's not dependent upon masses. If you remember, which is the only thing that is going to be dependent upon mass in this case, two things actually in this case, both of them, angular momentum and kinetic energy. But anyway, the answer should have been corresponding to 3. Okay, so do I really need to work around any other solution if this was an exam? No, not necessary, isn't it? So we have already arrived to the solution. We need not get into the details of everything. If this was a single correct question, okay, this is going to be a single correct thing, of course, because everything is a unique option. We need not work around each and everything. And if at all you have any issues, that, oh, okay, this is true, should I be verifying? What should I be doing now? So just do a thing, just use one another important thing is, like, easier thing is going to be like verifying T1 by T2, right? You directly have kind of a very similar relation to the Kepler law relations. We can apply that. Let's get into this. This is going to be an amazing revision for many of you, but that's it. That's how you're going to do it in your exam. Okay, max to max verify one more thing. Should be good enough. Like 30 seconds of 3 mark or a 4 mark problem. Less than 30 seconds. Okay, now practically coming to the question. So there is like a satellite of mass m1 and there is a satellite of mass m2, and we have been given the ratio of m1 is to m2 and r1 is to r2. Okay, now what do we need to do? We need to find out first of all the ratio of velocities. So we know that thing, it's basically as just we discussed, going to be under root of gm by r1, or yeah, I hope this is clear. Gm is m of planet, okay, divided by r1. Okay, be careful about this. You know this thing, right? It's not a big deal for many of you. So G of MP by R2. This and this gets cancelled out. This is going to be under root of R2 by R1. And we know R1 by R2 is going to be under root of 4. Is going to be 2. Simple as it is. Okay, the same thing we just did. I just gave you like a little details around the thing. Okay, and we do problems are going to be like this one, linear gravitation. Rarely you will get, hardly you will get super challenging problem. Okay, that's it. First one is done. It's a very simple one. Of course, we know this thing. We need to jump into the next thing then. Next is going to be angular momentum, which is going to be easy. We already know V1 to V2 ratio. It's going to be mvr1 is to mvr2. Okay, so we'll jump into the next thing then. Angular momentum. Angular momentum, really a beautiful thing, very easy thing to find out actually. L1 by L2 should be equal to M1 V1 R1 divided by M2 V2 R2. It's simple game of ratios, isn't it? Yes, it's a simple game of ratios, students. That now you have V1 is to V2 and then you have R1 is to R2. So now what are you going to do? You are basically going to take the ratios. M1 is to M2 is given to you as 2 and you again have 2 from here, right? We did it twice actually. And R1 is to R2 is going to be 1 by 4. Surprisingly, both do have same kind of angular momentum because the ratio is how much? 1:1. Not surprisingly, but anyway, we just found it out. So yes, they can be at different orbits. Given that they have different masses, it's quite possible that they have different angular momentums. The masses did influence this part as well. I think we said energies, but angular momentum is also dependent upon your. Okay. Then we shall move on to the next one. K1 is to K2. K1 is to K2 is super easy, right? Actually, T1 is to T2 is going to be the easiest thing. That is the second thing you should have started if you are in the exam, because you directly know. Even in fact, it could be the first thing that you could have started. It totally depends upon what you want to do. So half of M1 V1 whole square and half of M2 V2 whole square, cancel out this thing, and then what do we have? We have something like M1 by M2. So this is the JEE advanced problem. Even if you solve all the things in your exam, it's not going to take you much time. It's a very easy question. That's what I told you. From gravitation, you can get really easy question worth completing the topic. Totally worth completing the topic. Okay, let me just redo this thing. Okay, then we have V1 by. Okay, it's a simple one. M1 is to M2, is 2. V1 is to V2 is also 2. So it's 2 into 2 square. That's going to be 8. So we have K1 is to K2 is how much? 8. So next thing, we will not do each and everything, not 2 pi. So how do we get that time period? 2 pi r by V1. But don't we know this thing? T square is proportional to how much? Like your r orbital whole cube. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. Now the next thing we know is of course from this you also know that T1 is to T2 is going to be how much? R1 is to R2 to the power 3 by 2. Okay, and you could have gone even conceptually to solve the question, knowing that more the radius independent of mass, time period should be more. You are welcome, Virus Hydra. You're totally welcome. You're definitely welcome. Stay tuned. Yeah, you should enjoy it. Definitely, that's a part of your education. If you don't enjoy it, you'll lose the fun. Okay. So this is going to be 1 to the power 2 whole cube T1 by T2. T1 is 2. End of the story. That's it. It's a very simple concept. That's it. End of. Okay, I think the answer should match. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it's absolutely matching, right? We don't even have to get into the options because I told you the easy way of getting into this. Now we have a very interesting problem here, definitely. And which aspirant you are, Virus Hydra, which like 2021 or 2022 aspirant. So this is a very interesting concept. Why am I saying this? This is a very interesting thing. Okay, think about this practically. This is one of the things that is might be, like, that is not definitely happening because 6,000 kilometers is the radius of Earth. But let's now assume there is this very small planet, and what you have done is it is like not a small planet but a large planet only. It's only 1/10 the radius of Earth, still 600 kilometers. And what you have done is you have digged a well of depth r by 5 on its 2022. Amazing. Stay tuned. Gravitation, try to complete it. Units, dimensions, and measurements, try to complete it. Available on Unacademy Learning app as well. What else? We'll soon get started with new topics. And for 2020 assessments, projectile motion is something that we did. And you also have classes going on over here. Good, very good, Virus here. Hydra. Okay. So now scientists dig a well of depth r by 5 on it and lower a wire of same length and of linear mass density 10 to the power minus 3 kg per meter cube. Okay. So if the wire is not touching anywhere, okay, this is all just given to you. This is like whenever like some statement is given to you in the exam. This again 2017 problem or something. So if this advanced problem, actually it's a very easy problem. Look at this kind of problem. It's a damn easy problem. The wire is not touching anywhere. The force applied at the top of the wire so that the person is able to hold it in the place. Okay, let's have a deep look into the question. So one of the ways I would say to guess the answer, it's a linear mass density. Okay, not a very good proposition, I guess. I don't think it's a very good idea to work around. I'm just give me a moment. I'm just thinking about it. Should that be the way we should be going about it? I don't think it's worth it. Let's just get into the detailed solution because anyway the options are very nearby: 96, 108, 120, 150. Guessing is a very bad idea in this case. Okay. So let's get into this thing. It's a very easy problem. Just focus on what is being done. So okay, this time this earth is like this. I'm going to do a small thing. Okay, just for the sake of doing this, I'm going to do this. So let's say you have a person or here, just to give you a good understanding that it can be on any side. The person is like this. What is this person doing? This person is holding like an object. It can be drawn on any side, isn't it? So this rod, okay, this rod needs to be pulled up because it's getting pulled down due to gravitational force. It's not touching anywhere, so no normal force, etc. So now you are applying a force. Think about you being that scientist, okay, doing this crazy thing. I don't know why would you dig such a deep kind of well, maybe for any other reason. So but if you are noticing this thing, there's going to be gravitational pull, but this gravitational pull is going to be a function of x. What do I mean by x? So if this is an x distance from the center, this element over here, just this element over here, is going to experience a different force. It's a different planet. I know this planet is a different planet. This only has a radius equivalent to that of 1/10 of the Earth, and the same mass density as Earth. So we need to work around this kind of planet, but let's just focus on what needs to be done over here. Okay, now the thing is, each element on this rod is experiencing a different, each part, okay, this part, this part, this part is experiencing a different gravitational force. The thing is, but you are going to apply some force, balancing force, that should be how much? That should be balancing this total gravitational. That is one thing. Another thing is, this is not Earth. We need to think about it from different, in a very different way, and we need to calculate what is going to be this overall, like force on the rod due to the gravitational pull. Okay. And of course, why is it experiencing different gravitational pull? Because the mass enclosed, if you remember, we'll be talking about Gauss law of gravitation. There it is saying that mass enclosed is different. Easy, simple. Okay, it's actually a very simple problem. Okay. First of all, we need to understand what is this Earth's, overall gravitation with respect to X. Okay, so two things have been given to us. Okay, I think this is the radius of Earth, and the other one is gravitational pull of Earth. So radius of Earth, I think, is basically relevant because we are digging a well deep of r/5. Other than that, it has no significance in this calculation. So what we should be doing now is, first of all, finding out gravitational pull due to this Earth. Okay, gravitational pull due to this Earth. So let's start with the surface point and then we will move deep inside. First of all, let's find out what is the gravitational pull at this point, okay, on the surface of this new planet. Okay, some new planet is there. Okay, now comes the thing. Okay, we know gravitational pull of Earth is GME of Earth divided by RE of Earth whole square. GME by R square. I mean, to G is equal to gravitational force, GME by R square. Now, we need to do one thing. We need to understand one thing really carefully. Both of the planets are kind of having the same mass density. Actually, they do have, not kind, but they have the same mass density. Now try to convert this ME, okay, into some density term. Okay, it's basically density of Earth into that of volume of Earth. We are approximately taking it as a sphere, so it's going to be 4/3 pi r cube. Okay, I'm just writing down the mass term. This is going to be rho of Earth into 4/3 pi r e whole cube. That's correct? Yes. And then we have the remaining terms. It's damn simple question, students. Trust me, it's a very simple question. And this can be asked in a JEE Advanced because it's already asked in JEE Mains. It has already been asked in JEE. Okay. So what do we have? We have a term that we have derived for some reason. We'll get to that reason later. Just now focus on what we have derived so far. We have derived something known as gravitational pull on the surface of Earth. Okay, let me write it down in rho terms. It will be some constant, but let's not keep it as constant until we are very sure about the constant is same. G into 4G by pi into pi divided by 3 into rho E into that of RE. Okay. Okay. Little here and there, but let it be. Now we know this thing. What is the next thing that we need to know? We need to know what is going to be the gravitational pull due to this new planet. If this is for Earth due to the new planet. Okay, and how much is this? I think I should have taken some space in this case. Okay, this, as you know, is 10 meters per second given in the question. Always, especially in advanced or even in your mains, make use of the thing given in the brackets. That is definitely going to make your life very easy. Trust me, don't go by your own value of 9.8 that you know. This is given literally to make your calculation simpler than, you know, and you'll be doing it using 9.8. Okay, then we need to find it out for this new planet. Okay, this new planet, on surface of this new planet. This new planet, the only difference is what? It has same density, but only 1/10 of the radius. So you already know what should be the gravitational pull. Okay, center. Let's call it as G dash on the surface, or G nu, something like that, whatever you are very comfortable with. G dash on the surface, I'm intentionally given surface because you need to understand it's going to vary with each elemental distance, so we will be very cautious about it. So one thing that we are going to make use of is this term that we just derived. This is like a standard formula kind of thing. If you're noticing, this for Earth though, 4 into G pi divided by 3 into rho e re. Okay, so this can be for any planet, right? Okay, 4 by 3 pi G rho e rho r. Okay, for any planet. Okay, for surface. Okay, now let's get into the next thing. So what is going to be the gravitational on this surface? It's simply going to be, like for that planet, some 4 by 3 pi G and rho dash into that of r dash. Okay, and we know a few things, and that is, one is rho dash is nothing but rho e, r dash is how much? Re by 10. Okay, basically same mass density but different radius, made up of same kind of material, same kind of composition, whatever it is. In this case you are going to assume that thing. And then of course we have this term that we can segregate. Don't substitute the value is just for understanding. Later on substitute that value. Okay, G dash, G s dash is going to be like 4 by 3 pi G e rho e into that of 1 by 10. That's going to be how much? G on Earth by 10. This is the second thing that we have. It's not at all that can be a problem, just because everything is being explained. But anyway, this is definitely a practice problem that everyone should be working. This is totally new, right? We haven't dealt with one such problem in our concept through. Okay, now the next thing is the way the rod is placed. Irritating way the rod is placed. It's actually an amazing way the rod is placed. So let's focus on that thing. So it's not really that irritating if you are thinking about it. There's this planet, and what is happening? Each element is experiencing different gravitational pull since the mass enclosed is different. Okay, first of all, what is, let's say there's dm mass over here, how much gravitational pull this is going to experience? Okay, let's do a thing. I'll quickly recap this thing. So gravitational force in this case is going to be how much? Dm into G into whatever. Okay, let's do it this way. Just a second, let's focus on this thing. Whatever it is, this like a dm mass. Really simple question actually, if you're focusing on this. It's a damn simple question actually. So then what do we say? We say what is like this surface is like that kind of, you know, a sphere which is going to impact, or this like that part of the planet that is going to impact the gravitational pull. Okay, so we'll be saying whatever is this radius, like let's say this is like an can't say r dash, but r as a function of x, or let's take it as x. Let's take it as x. And as you know, this is going to, this whole thing is going to have, if this is going to have rho density, mass density, this is also going to have rho mass density. Okay, and then we say you know, this is going to be g into mass of that x divided by how much? X square. Okay, then just keep the dm as it is, dmg as it is. Then how much is this, students? G into 4 by 3 pi x cube into that of rho is going to be a constant term divided by x square. Everything is dependent upon the first thing that we derived, so we'll be just making use of that single thing to manipulate everything that we are going to do now. That is the key part actually in this entire process. That is the key part. Okay, then it's dependent upon x. We got that thing. Okay, let's just focus on one thing. This is for the total force. Instead, let's just calculate the field, like, or the gravitational pull at different parts. Let's say this is some gravitation with respect to x. Gravitation with respect to x is nothing but force divided by dm, which is going to be like 4 by 3g into pi into rho into x. Okay, so small thing that I'm going to change in this case. Four by 3, what did we have? G pi into rho into x. Okay, now a small thing that I'm going to change, multiply with total radius of that planet and divide it by that. And we have something like this, multiply with it, and then we need to divide with it. Okay, and we know something. What is that thing that we know? That is g on the surface, in this case maybe g dash on the surface, is nothing but like 4 by 3 pi g rho into radius of that planet. Okay, if we know this and we know this and we know the other thing. Okay, if we know this and we know the other thing, there's this thing. What is this? This is nothing but g on the surface. Okay, this is a typical thing that every one of us know, I believe. I just would like to give it as dm, because there is a simple thing around the dm. We need to convert the dm in terms of dx. We'll do that. That is going to be our next thing that we need to do. Okay, now we know gravitational pull for each point. Okay, for each different points, it's dependent upon just x once, distance from the center, right? Whatever is this distance, it's dependent upon x directly. Okay, anything like this. Okay, so now we have something like g of x is nothing but, can we say something like this, g on the surface, which is a constant term. In our case, actually it's 1 into that of x by r of that planet. Okay, don't forget it's of that planet. Don't mess out that specific thing, then everything will be messed up. Okay, that's it. Or in this case, dash. Okay, that's it. All right, students. It's a simple problem now. Let's now next thing is we need to do an integration around this. What is that integration? We know. Again, we need that planet, that small planet. It's a large planet, but typically in this case, a small planet. And what is the thing with this planet? This planet, it's nothing. It's just basically having the radius of that. So its pull is going to be different from distance x, the center. Okay, and how much is this dm mass? Mass. Total mass can be taken as m. Okay, total mass of that rod can be taken as m. Okay, now the thing is, some element is there of dx length. That's what dx means since the beginning, just of dx length. And we know something. What is that? We know something known as the linear mass density to be something like 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, so constant linear mass density. Okay, lambda m is how much? Mass by length. So in this case, small m. Okay, small m by how much? Length. How much length? Some length of the rod. Okay, r by 5 is the length of the rod. Okay. Okay, 6 and r by 5 on it. Okay, r by 10th is the okay. Then this is going to be how much? Can we say something like this? dm by dx. Alright, it's a very simple problem if you are noticing this. Now let's get into the next thing. Okay, then we have something like this thing. So from here, can we simply write down dm is how much? Lambda into dx. Lambda is what? Linear mass density, 10 to the power minus 3 kg per meter. Now we need to find out total force on this guy, right? Like on this we need to find out total force on this rod, on this rod. Okay, so the force on the rod, or what is this given as wire, okay, whatever it is, force on the wire is going to be m of the wire, but in this case we are just thinking about elemental force on some mass dm. That is going to be how much? dm into gravitational function. Okay, that is going to be how much? dm into g on the surface of the planet, okay, on the planet, divided by by r. Okay, now the next thing that we need to do is, as you know, we need to convert this dm into some lambda into dx. Is that it? Yes, of course, that is all we need to do. Okay, so we will be having some term like gs dash divided by r dash, which are like constant terms, into that of, again we have a lambda, again a constant term, and dxx, which is that variable term. The only thing that is varying is dx and x. Okay, and to find out total force, what is the next thing that we are going to do? We are going to integrate this term. Okay, and for this guy, let's take it as some constant into lambda, right? We'll later on substitute the value and get the value value accordingly. So now before that, let me do a thing. Let's get to this point, like, this is a constant. Let's keep this as constant. So this is going to be some x dx into some constant. Now the question is, from where to where is this integration going to happen? What is x? X is the distance from the center of the planet. I'll get on to this in the next thing. So let's do it on the next page. This is something that you need to understand really well. Total force on the wire. Okay, that's it. Up until now, everything is clear. Let's move on to the next thing then. So here is the thing. Okay, let me first of all carry out the function so that we remember what we are doing. We have force is nothing but, total force is nothing but integration from integration of gs by r dash, gs dash by r dash into lambda, which are all like constant terms, into that of x dx, which is, we are going to say something like k into dx. Still we haven't identified the integration limits. So to identify the integration limits, we are going to do a simple thing. Draw the diagram. If you have any issues, if you understood, it's already like 4r by 5 to r. Okay, so let's just deal with something known as small element. First element being somewhere over here, and the second element being somewhere over here. Okay, it's not up to the scale, as you understood. And we need to say this is x, right? This is x, and how much is this x value? This total length is r by 5. And what about from the center? What is the radius of your planet? Something like r dash. Let's keep it as r for now. Okay, r dash. Anyway, it's even the question, it's like r, we have to get as r dash. It's not a problem. Now the next thing is, how much is this x? If this is r by 5, first of all, here the x is going to be, upper limit is going to be r, where it is going to experience the most force, or r dash, whatever it is. And what about lower limit? Lower limit is r minus r by 5, basically 4r by 5. A very important thing. Don't miss out this thing. If you miss out this thing, it's going to go wrong. So r upper limit and then 4r by 5. End of the story. Easy game. That's it. Now we need to do something known as integration. That's all we need to do. That is where the story will end. So we are going to integrate something known as x dx. X dx integration, is like x square by 2, and not tell you that. And we'll be basically putting in the limits. Okay. So force on that wire is going to be how much? Something like constant. That constant, we don't know yet what is that, into some x square, x dx integration from 4r by 5 to r. Okay, substitute that value. R is anyway going to be like outside. Okay, r square is going to be outside, and also 2 can be outside. What do we have basically inside? 1 minus 1 not 4 by 5 whole square. Basically I've taken out r square by 2 as common. 2 can be taken out as common, right? This is simple. And I've also taken out r square as common because both of them do have r square. And this is going to be how much? 25 minus 16, 9. So 9 and 25 on the denominator. We will be having force on the wire to be something like, okay, there's no space, I guess. I think this problem would go this way, but okay, let's take a blank page. All right then. Okay, first of all, let me quickly write down this value so that when we carry over to a new page, we have it. So this is going to be k into r square by 2 into that of 25 minus 16, 9 divided by 25. So basically like something like 9 k r square by 25. 9 k r square by 50. And what is the value of k r dash? Keep it as r dash. Keep it as r dash if you have any issues. Everything is r dash or r, same thing. R, basically we need to understand the value of r, that's it. And what is the value of k? K's value is g surface, right? G surface into lambda by r dash. That's it. Okay, let's move on then. Okay. So we found out total force on this wire. Okay, let me first of all do a quick thing. Let's write down value as it is. So we have integrated it already. K r square divided by 9 k r square by 50, and we wrote this as let's first of all simplify this thing, then I'll get to this point. And we have 9 by 50 on the side, and then we have something like g on the surface dash, because it's for that new planet, and this is also going to be r dash. Okay, and then what do we have? We have something like a lambda divided by r dash. Okay, lambda is the density, and this is going to be r dash whole square. This gets cancelled out, and we will have force on the wire to be something like gs dash into lambda into 9 divided by 50 into r dash. R dash value is given to us as how much? R by 10, R earth by 10, which is like 6 into 10 to the power 6 meters divided by 10, if you remember that thing. Okay, that is going to be 6 into 10 to the power 5. Okay, so these are some values given to us. Don't worry about it. Where did I get this? This is given in the question. And then what do we have, students? We have something known as lambda. Lambda is 10 to the power minus 3 kg per meter, I guess, not gram per meter. We have this thing. Now the other thing is just substitute the value. That's the end of the story. And the other important thing is, what is gs dash? Gs dash is g earth of gravity divided by 10, 1/10 of the radius, and that is going to be like given as 10 meters per second, basically 1. Okay, we are just going to do the calculation. I hope this diagram is something that you remember. What is going to be the net force that needs to be applied on this rod? Rod looks a bit really weird, little imbalanced rod, I guess. Okay, what is the force that you are going to pull? Force by the scientist, and this is the force by the, like, gravitational pull. Total gravitational pull, or something like Fg. Easy. Okay, whatever it is. Okay, you understood, it's a function. So how you are going to pull it is the, like, how you are going to hold it is the question. Okay, pulling it at think about it horizontally upwards. Just substitute all the values. That's all we need to do. So it's going to be 9 into 1, right? Just a moment, let's not hurry it up. It's a very simple question anyway. Okay. 9 into, this is 1, okay, divided by 50. It's a simple question. The 50 into that of lambda is 10 to the power minus 3. GS dash is 1, okay, and we have radius of that planet to be something like 10 to the power 5 into that of 6. Basically I should have written it other way around, but yes, that's all. It's all in meters, etc, etc, etc. So this gets cancelled out, and what do we have over here? We have something like 10 to the power 2. That's going to be like 100. This is 2, and then what do we have? 12 into 9. 12 into 9. 9 12s are is how much? Like 108. Okay, so force on the wire should have been how much by that of scientist? It should have been 108 newtons. Okay, and how could you have solved it quickly? Basically knowing the theory. Once go through the concept and problem session, you could have directly said it's basically gx by 10 or fx force. Okay, this function you could have written it directly. One thing that is like, you know, force at any point, you know, inside is going to be like just dependent upon mass enclosed. Another thing is radius is 1 by 10. That means the gravitational pull is going to be 1 by 10. These things you could have quickly inferred. That is like keeping your concepts on fingertips is something. But anyway, this session has given you that, you know, kind of understanding, I believe. So do remember this. This is going to be like fg of x is nothing but fg. We take it to be, you know, gravitational field. The reason is field is something that we can define without the necessity of mass, but of the other body, right? So this is going to be like, my mistake. Let me quickly conclude this question. What are the things that you should be knowing, you know, in terms of formulae or concepts? It's basically a concept. We did it for the gravitational field actually. On that of surface into x divided by radius of the planet, where x is the distance from not surface but center. Whatever it is, I hope you understood this. That's it. That's the end of the story. If you knew both of them, yeah, you could have directly applied it and it could have been like 2 minutes, not 2 minutes, little more than 2 minutes problem. Max to max 2.5 3 minutes problem. But first one I believe was very easy. But anyway, questions are going to be easy given that you understand the concepts. They are not hyper complicated. See, JEE Advanced is a simple thing. If you know a question for sure, that is the thing that you need to proceed for. That's all. That's all about JEE Advanced. JEE Mains can be different, how much you are able to score in the given time. But in JEE Advanced, there is a simple rule of thumb. If you want to get into IITs, etc., you do the thing that you are the most confident about. Not about trying n number of problems unless you just want to be a topper. Okay, that's altogether a different thing. But this is the best approach. Do the thing that you are most confident about. All right, we got the answer. We'll do a thing. We'll take up this problem on coming Monday. It's a very simple problem. Hyper complicated solutions have been given in the solutions book, etc. What we will be doing is we'll be taking up a simpler form of this problem. Basically, we need to understand. There is a little bit of thing that you need. There's nothing you need to understand. It's a simple problem, basically given in a very complicated manner. We'll do this. Dimensional consistency does not work in JEE Advanced many times, as I told you. If you look at each and every term, it's dimensionally consistent. If it was JEE Mains, we could have done something about JEE. We could have done something about dimensional consistency. Sometimes even in JEE Advanced, there are dimensional consistencies in your options, which you could have made use to guess the answer, but not in this case. I haven't noticed something in gravity. In this case, the same dimensional consistency. So we have many more interesting problems coming up. This can be the best kind of practice problem that we need for our exam purposes. Don't worry about it. Beyond this, if we solve JEE Advanced problem of gravitation, that is a good amount of thing that we could be doing for a good justice that we could be doing for our preparation. I don't think nothing more is required other than this. Okay, we'll take up more problems. Will come up in the upcoming session. There are many things more to solve. Okay. And post that, if possible, we'll take up JEE Mains. Probably we'll take up JEE Mains PYQs as well. But JEE Advanced is where you want to begin for gravitation if you're 2022 or even a 2021 aspirant, because nowadays your gravitation problem are really good of good level. And today at 7:30 we'll be having a PYQ session on your current electricity, and probably we are going to complete all your 10 years questions of your JEE Mains by next session of your current electricity. That's like a number of questions we have discussed, more than anywhere around, I guess, we'll be discussing, including both the sessions, we'll be discussing anywhere around 120 130 problems in just 2 weeks or 3 weeks time, 2.5 weeks time on your current electricity. That's a lot of problems, so try and complete them. They are all of different model. Actually, if you would have solved 2019 and 2020 paper, they themselves do have different kind of model problems, because so many papers, so many exams were conducted in 2019 and 2020. That way we had so many different kind of model problems. So definitely do complete them as well. If you haven't yet started with current electricity PYQ, do attend today's 7:30 session, because we are not going to deal with 2019 questions anymore. We have completed 2019, 2020, anywhere around 190 questions of your JEE Mains in your current electricity. So now onwards we'll be getting on to the rest of the questions, which is going to be like 20-30 questions left over, different kind of model problems. I would say hardly like 10 different kind of model problems is what we have. And if you haven't started yet, you can do one more thing. Either you can go on YouTube and start completing them, or you can start attending sessions on Unacademy Learning app. So I keep conducting free of cost sessions on your Unacademy Learning app as well, which is going to happen this, again, the other one, the new one is going to happen on this Monday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So do attend it. It's a free of cost special class where we'll be discussing detailed solutions. Along with that, we'll be discussing concepts like concept revision session for your current electricity, the most important chapter, where you get at least 2 questions, 3 questions. Okay, not at least, but 3 questions typically is what I've noticed in your JEE Mains in past 5 years. You get 3 questions from current electricity, 2 to 3 questions again from magnetism. So these are 2 very important chapters. Try and complete them. 2021 aspirants, even 2022 aspirants, if you are beginning somewhere, it can be current electricity, because it's independent of rest of the topics. So if you're looking for detailed lectures of current electricity, they are available on YouTube, or you can check out on Unacademy Learning app. But you can attend this 10 years PYQ session to get a good concept revision. That's what we are doing. I don't think we are left with any concept. Probably everything has been completed in this PYQ session. So those 90-95 hours of lectures have been completed in 2 weeks, in less than 20-30 hours and odd. So try and complete, not 20-30 hours, probably 10 hours and odd. So try and complete them, and we'll be having a PYQ session today at 7:30 as well. But try and complete this 10 years PYQ. I told you why it's important. It's available on Unacademy Learning app. It's going to start on Unacademy Learning app this Monday, 10 a.m. at 1 p.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. it's going to happen. So don't miss it out. And students, yes, I've already completed electrical measuring instruments in one shot. So it's going to be just one session that you need to attend. This is that one session of just few hours, like 4 hours and 4.5 hours. And your preparation around electrical measuring instruments can be complete. It's a free of cost session again, so it's a free special class that has already been recorded. So complete it. We have discussed pretty much every concept, every different kind of model problems that have been asked in your exams. This includes even end correction based problems, anything that is related to your electrical measuring instruments, everything: galvanometer, voltmeter, ammeter, potentiometer, application of potentiometers, and also your meter bridge, and what are the errors involved in meter bridge and how do you correct them. Even questions were framed in JEE Advanced based on that, so you can expect a question in this coming session. Let's do a thing. I'll take up this question very soon in the next maybe PYQ session, but that question has been asked already in your JEE Advanced based on your end correction and your least count based error analysis problem. So these are 2 important things that I'm just reminding, and these are all available in this one single session in detail. Okay, in detail. And why do you need to cover electrical measuring instruments? Definitely one question. Expect at least one question. Among those 3 questions, one question is going to be this. It can be more than even one. So yes, it's all available on Unacademy Learning app for free of cost to complete it. And not only that, students, if you're not yet on our Telegram channel, do get onto a Telegram channel, because you'll be getting live updates on every session conducted by us. So first of all, download Telegram app if you don't have one. If you have one, just do click on to this, and if you have downloaded it, just click on this link which is available in the description box below, and post this you'll be getting on to our amazing Telegram channel, where you'll be getting live before time updates on every class conducted by our JEE English team or by me, or not just on JEE English but also on Unacademy Learning app. And we also keep you posted with latest information and news, etc. About your exams. So do get onto a Telegram channel. And that being said, students, yes, then the other thing that you might want to have handy is your Unacademy Learning app. Why do you want to have an Unacademy Learning app handy? One is we provide you so many free of cost features. Other thing is, like, as I told you, I keep conducting free sessions on your Unacademy Learning app. So once you follow me, you will be able to get live updates. So you can follow your favorite educators, and you will be able to get live updates even on the free of cost sessions. And not only that, students, just do install this and get that live updates. That is one thing that you want to do. And the other thing is, definitely the other important thing that you want to do is, we keep conducting free of cost quizzes, etc., national level quizzes, which you can attend from your Unacademy Learning app. So do download Unacademy Learning app, and moreover, you can attend Unacademy Combat, the most gamified competitive IIT JEE battle ever. And we have dedicated sessions for 11th class students, 12th class students, 13th class students. That is like droppers. You'll be competing with students of your preparation level, and you can also win lots of rewards. And you're going to compete with a really good crowd. And not only that, it's going to be a fun experience, good papers set by the best educators, and you'll also have, solutions, detailed solutions of all your questions that have been asked in Unacademy Combat. And students, yes, today you can enroll to this, and this is going to happen on this Sunday, that is day after tomorrow. So enroll today with Muralidharan code. And let me tell you another thing, students, that's like you can win not just Amazon vouchers. We are of course giving out Amazon vouchers on this event, but also you can win many more things like Apple, like iPad, MacBook Air, Apple earpods in this Unacademy Combat. So enroll today and win prizes, of course. Enjoy this event. Apply Murli Live code first of all if you are enrolling to it, so that you can get the maximum benefit or maximum discount, whatever it is. And that being said, students, if you're looking for a complete package, a champions tool for your JEE Mains and JEE Advanced preparation, it's going to be an Unacademy subscription. Why do we say that? Because we have the best educators across the nation, like DC Pandey, DC Gupta sir, with whom you can attend daily live interactive classes on a very interactive platform with polls and leaderboards. That way your learning becomes fun and it's going to be interesting. And not only that, we keep conducting national level test series set by the best educators across the nation, and you will also get analysis on them, using which you can improve upon your overall performance, and you will get access to lots and lots of live doubt clearing sessions. And yes, this is an important component, and they are going to be dedicated doubt clearing session. In fact, every fourth session of a course is going to be a live doubt clearing session, and this way you will be able to maintain that completeness. You will not have any doubts in your mind. You will also get access to lots of quizzes and mega quizzes. And the other beauty of an Unacademy subscription is you do not have any batch restrictions. You can attend as many classes as you want on an Unacademy subscription platform. And students, yes, how do you avail an Unacademy subscription? Download an Unacademy Learning app, or you can do it from web-based version. Log in, then select plus, and then select your goal as IIT JEE, and hit on this get subscription button. That's it, and you'll be redirected to the payment page, and on that, which is the program that you want to go for. So let's say you are a 2021 aspirant, not in a plan to drop, or you have already dropped. You may want to just go for a 6-month subscription until your JEE Advanced, which is going to cost you only 25,000 for this 6 months, and less than near about 25,250. And let's say you are a 2021 aspirant and who have a plan to drop. Maybe you may want to rethink about your drop, but anyway, if you have plan to drop, if you know that your syllabus is only 20% complete or 10% complete, you may want to go for a 1-year subscription. Else you can be 11th class student who's really thorough with 50% of the syllabus. You can go for it, and we have batches that have been launched dedicatedly for 2021 aspirants, 2020 aspirants, on Unacademy Plus, and that is going to be like anywhere around 34,650, less than 35,000 for the whole year. And if you go for a 2-year subscription, that means you should be a 2023 aspirant or 11th class student, not yet prepared completely. Only 20% of your syllabus has been complete, so you may want to go for a 24-month subscription. We have started batches for 2023 aspirants by Vibrant Educators, and we have started batches for 2023 aspirants by Bansal Educators, and many more things are happening right now on Unacademy. But coming to the pricing part, of course, it's unbeatable. You are going to have everything at less than 70 rupees a day, and that's going to be like 25,000 year, about 25,000 for a year. So that's about a plus subscription. We have something beyond plus subscription known as Iconic subscription, where you will get access to personal mentoring session, one-on-one mentoring session, personal coaching from IIT and NIT alumni who are educators on Academy subscription platform. They will be guiding you throughout the process depending upon your preparation. They have previously gone through this journey. They know the ups and downs of this journey. They will be guiding you with the motivation sessions and many more things in this Iconic subscription. So you can afford it. If you can afford it, it's going to be one of the best things for your JEE preparation. And a 6-month subscription is going to cost you 34,200, and a 12-month subscription is going to cost you 58,500, and of course 2-year subscription is going to cost you 90,000, less than 50,000, 45,000 per year. So that's like for a year, it's going to be an economical one compared to your 1 year or 6 months. And do apply Murli Live code to get the best discount, be it on 6 months, 12 months, or 24-month plus or Iconic subscription. Student, yes, do not miss out discounts. If you don't see the pricing, do apply Murli Live code. And not only that, we have recently introduced something known as combo subscription. And on this combo subscription, it's like one place where you can get your both IIT JEE preparation and plus subscription for your CBSE, or Iconic subscription for your CBSE. Basically, it can be an Iconic plus combination, but basically it's a CBSE board preparation and IIT JEE preparation one place at an economical pricing. That's what we are doing right now. And the thing is like how low this can go. This can be less than 90 rupees for 2-year subscription, less than 120 rupees for a 1-year subscription. But we do have also different combination depending upon what you want to go for. If you want to go for an Iconic of IIT JEE and plus of CBSE, all you need to pay is 4,687 per month. If you want to go for full Iconic subscription of IIT JEE and CBSE, you want to pay 5,500 per month, and you're going to pay like it starts from 5,500 per month. You can go for a plus and plus of CBSE and IIT JEE preparation. It's going to cost you 3,037 per month, and you can also go for a plus of IIT JEE and an Iconic of CBSE. Not only we do have top educators of IIT JEE, but we do also have top educators for your CBSE board preparation as well. And you can avail Iconic subscription on CBSE right now in this combo subscription, plus of IIT JEE and an Iconic of CBSE. And students, how much is this going to cost you? Like 3,900 per month. And students, we do have some interesting payment options for you. One in pay in parts, and the other one is no cost EMI, where you do not have to pay all the fee at once. You can split your payments into multiple parts, and you don't have to go through the hassle of paying all the fee at once. And we do also have access to something known as debit card, credit card, UPI on our Unacademy subscription platform. And now you can take your JEE preparation to the next level with our IIT JEE JEE English team. We have a team of IITians and NITians and head of coaching institutes with whom you can attend IIT JEE workshops, get expert guidelines and study planners and many more things now on Iconic subscription. And we have recently launched something known as mini batches. So one is Super JEE and Striker 2.0 batch for 2021 aspirants, and as I told you, we have launched a batch for 2023 aspirants by Vibrant Educators, which has recently been launched. And we have also launched a Legend batch for 2022 aspirants by Bansal Class Educators. We have also launched RM for 2022 aspirants. Students, yes, these are some of the upcoming test series. So one is going to be combat, which is going to happen on other alternative Sunday, and day after tomorrow, and last race, which is going to happen again on 24th of January, aims and unique DPPs. And do not forget to like and share this video. Definitely do share it on your social media. It's high quality, free of cost content. And today at 7:30 p.m. we'll be having another session. And keep smiling and work hard and smart to achieve your success. Working smart is one of the things that we saw that one of the JEE Advanced problem could have been solved even without getting deep into the problem, and you'll see many such situations in your exam. So also during your preparation, you should be working smart and moving strategically. That's one of the things that you should be taking care of. And take care, stay safe, bye bye. Apply Moodle Live Code whenever and wherever necessary, students. You can unlock many features, and see you at 7:30 on the other PYQ session for your current and electricity. Take care, stay safe, bye bye.